Shauna Larson with the Falzer Under 5 podcast, a microdose of music and purpose for the Falzer Club. The Falzer Club is a music venue in the East Falls section of Philly that combines music and activism to foster community and make the world a better place for everyone. Today, I'm with Gina Kaz, who has her record release party this Sunday at 7 p.m. at the Falzer Club. I can't wait. It's going to be a party. Hi, Gina.
Hi, Shauna. Hello.
Oh, I have so much I want to be able to talk with you about. This is the hard part about me deciding that I was doing a podcast with under 5 questions, but I'm going to see how it goes.
For the challenge. Let's do it.
Right. So, after doing 3 award-winning children's albums, and you've also worked as a hospice music therapist, why this album now?
Well, I didn't plan on it. It just happened. So I used to be Gina Kaz, singer-songwriter before children. And then, life changed. I became a mom, 3 kids, started a kids business, hospice work. And then one day I just kind of woke up this other part of me that's been kind of dormant. And I just started writing all these songs, and it was so much fun. I was just kind of going with it and going with the flow. And I was very aware of, this is new. I'm writing adult songs, grown-up songs, indie album, and I haven't done this in a long time. And I remember, doubting myself, which is a part of my journey, is facing my doubts and then being clear of who I am and choosing who I want to be. So here I am, I'm noticing my doubts. And I call my friend and I say, what am I doing? I'm playing the piano, I'm writing songs, I already have a kids business. And he was like, Gina, is it fun rocking out on the piano? Is it fun? And I said, yes. He said, there's your answer. And I was like, there's my answer. So I kind of, I just woke up and it was like this flood of music came out of me, this other part of me that wanted to express itself. And then I just had all these songs. And then from there, it was like, okay, how am I going to make an album? And I did not know how I was going to make an album, who would play with me. I didn't know anything, Ashana. I just knew I'm going to make an album, and that I am here for a reason, that this part of me that woke up is here for a reason, and I take it so seriously, and I honor that part of me, and it's fun. So, that's how it began. It's just me at the piano, and here I am. I guess I've been waiting for this part of me, but I didn't know I was waiting for this part of me.
Gina, that's so beautiful. Honestly, I love you saying that you're choosing who you want to be. I think a lot of time, especially as moms, we don't add ourselves to the list or think of it because it's everyone else's needs is kind of above us. And I love the idea that you just woke up. So what does it mean now to rediscover Gina Kaz?
It is so freeing. I had no idea. I thought I was. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm still figuring that out, but I know that I'm still learning about myself. But it feels very free to just be myself, just authentically be who I am. And then when I get nervous, today I was having those doubts, like I was saying. Today, I'm thinking about the show on Sunday, and I got really nervous. And it's days away, and it means so much to me. It's really important to me. And I just got so nervous that I think I said out loud, and when I said that, I have the answer. Yes, you can, Gina. yes, I can. And I just noticed how I'm feeling. And so I guess this Gina Kaz that I am now today is saying, yes, I can. And I am doing it. And I just created this album. It's real, and I am putting myself out there. It feels very vulnerable, but the freeing part for me is to just be myself. And so to swing it back to my doubting myself, when I realize, oh wait, I just have to be me, then I kind of relax. I there's the freedom for me because that's the only person I know how to be is me. And I'm like, I could do that. I could do that. Okay, I could do that. And just be myself. And that's also acknowledging, oh, I have these doubts and, all of it together. It's a big pot swirling of all the things of being alive, all the feelings, and I can be that.
And it's also following the advice, right? You mentioned with your friend about, are you having fun, right?
Yeah.
Like just
yes.
flow, right?
Yeah. And also like I love who I am in this moment because Gina Kaz was 15 years ago, and I've experienced life in those 15 years, and it's like maybe I don't have to put limits on who I am and who I can connect with, and just like there's a lyric in one of my songs. It's my favorite lyric. You'll hear it on Sunday, and it's in the song called Disappeared, and it says, what if I am an open sky? And that is me talking to my soul, myself, like, yes, there's limits, and yes, there's doubts and fear. Of course I have that. But also there's another part of me that doesn't. And if I can just kind of fall into that and just be myself. And then what if I am an open sky? I just love that. That helps me. Every time I sing it, I'm like, thank you for that lyric. I love it so much. So I guess that's who I am today is I want to be an open sky. And also, my arms are out right now. You can't see me. Also, you are an open sky, Ashana. And every single person is an open sky. We're not so limited as we think. So it also makes me feel so connected to every single person. And I hope that line touches people like it touches me. It's also okay if it doesn't.
Yeah, you have such beautiful energy. And honestly, you feel like an open sky. Your energy is open. And there's something you posted on Facebook that I saw. I think your children's group, one of the moms requested a song and danced with her young baby. It was so sweet.
Oh my gosh, Ashana, that moment was so sweet. And there was a second where I was going to get swept away in my emotions, and then something happened, and I just like I'm receiving. I think that's what's new about me now too. Like I can receive. I'm worthy. I can receive. And so I'm playing the piano, and this mom she has tears in her eyes, and her eyes are closed, and she's just dancing with her newborn all around this room while I'm singing to her. And I just looked at her. I felt so honored. I couldn't believe it was real. And then I just received it. Like, I'm going to use my eyes and like soak up this beauty and this moment that I get to be in. And it's so humbling because it's music, like the power that music has. This song I wrote means something to this other human being, and it's not my story, it's hers. And just to be a part of that is so humbling. I felt like a sky just watching her. She was in her sky. It was so beautiful.
And you allowed that to ripple out by sharing it with other people. And yeah,
Oh, I
Do
never
you,
thought about that.
and the receiving thing, I just want to come back to that because it, like being able to receive grace, input, right? Just being able to receive as opposed to
Mm.
being sort of like the mom who just gives and gives and gives. And I think that is part of that growth that we go
Mhm.
through as women, that there has to be a part where we allow that to receive, because otherwise we just we become empty.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've experienced that where I'm not receiving, and you don't feel as alive. Isn't that interesting? I never thought about it till right now. You feel, I feel so alive when I can give and then receive. It's a, and again, that's, I'm going back to music. Music is that. Whenever I see any musician, I'm like, they're giving to all these people. They're playing their guitar, they're singing, they're playing the piano. Like it's such a generous work. And then if you can receive back, it's just a beautiful experience. I think that's what I love about songwriting. Um, you're receiving something that's bigger than you. You know, I'll see the words, I'll write it down. I don't think about it. I'm kind of out of the way, and my hands are on the piano or the guitar, and it's just so joyful. And then I'm receiving, so it's just, I think I feel so alive when I write. That might be part of it, the giving and then receiving. And then there's a part of me that, even though I get like doubts and I have fear, I really am so driven to share, and that is louder than my fear. So it's like I want to give so bad. But like you said, the receiving is our birthright. We are allowed or worthy to receive.
And it has to be that cycle, right? Do you give and
Mhm.
receive? Because otherwise, that just doesn't work without the give and take. And I think that's why I created this podcast, because I love being around artists because they are givers.
So are you. You were. As soon as I met you, you were so kind, and you were listening, and you were like, you didn't even know me. I went to an open mic, and I got to sing 2 of the songs from my album, and you were so sweet, and you're like, did you talk to the booking agent? And you were cheering me on, and you didn't even know me.
I didn't, but I felt your heart up there on stage, and I knew I wanted to bring you into the falls cold, so it's perfect.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And I'm so curious, when you were talking about sitting at the piano, I was thinking, you've written so many children's songs, and now you're writing adult songs. Like, you wake up in the morning, and you have an idea. Like, is your process different? Is like your creation process different when you write songs for young people as opposed to adults? Or do you sometimes find that you start out writing one and you realize you're writing the other?
That's a good question. No one's ever asked me that. I would say they're the same. You know, just sitting, being open, and usually I'm very focused. So if I'm writing children's music, I'm very focused on that. So what's coming through for me are children's lyrics and content and ideas. I was very aware that I'm writing for Gina Kaz, her voice, and so that's what comes through.
So you have a line from your song, Honey, that says there is a force in you beyond your words and beyond your walls. And I'm curious, what is the Gina Kaz force that this world will need to reckon with?
Oh, wow. Woo! I'm figuring that out. I think the force that is coming from me is love and aliveness, gratitude, music, connection, all those things. Um, I'm ready to not only connect with who I am, but with who you are, who we all are, and to use music as a way to like all plug in. That's my driving force right now. But I'm also like, I'm open. What again? I'm like I said earlier in this interview, I'm still learning about myself.
I think we're always learning about ourselves, and when we stop, we're in trouble.
Are you still learning about yourself?
Oh, absolutely. And, those lessons aren't always easy, right? Like, I'm older than you. My kids are teens. They're going about their own world, and I really have to be like, what's my legacy? Like, what is this? Like, I've done so many different things in my life, so it's interesting. Sort of the older I get, the more I have to reckon with that and think about like what really matters, what's a priority, what's my legacy, how can I make a difference? Yeah, lots of questions at 3 a.m.
What would your force be that you bring to this world?
Oh, turning the tables, Gina. Okay. I would say I want to bring people together, right? I want to sort of orchestrate a community and a healing, because I think there's a lot of healing that needs to happen.
Oh, I love that. I want to copy that. I love that. Yes, that is so beautiful. I feel that from you. I feel that force from you.
Thank you. I want to go back a little bit, because in your promo for this show, you talk about your dreamy bandmates. And I just wanted to take an opportunity for you to share a little bit about who they are.
Oh, they're amazing. So I met them in the studio, and immediately, as soon as we start recording, I was like, it was one of the most amazing days of my life. Obviously, having my children and all that exciting stuff, but also recording this album with these guys. So they'd all be in their booths, and then I'd play like my voice memo, just me at the piano, and I hold it up to the microphone, and they would listen to the vibe of me and the song. And then we'd be like, okay, let's go. Now my friend John Conahan made charts for everybody. He played keyboard and piano on this album, and he's also one of the producers. He arranged a bunch of songs also on this album. So they had the music, and then they listened to the vibe, and then I got to sing with them. I did like a rough vocal so they to follow the song. It was just pure bliss, joy, fun, and we did like 5 songs in a couple of hours. We just recorded it, and that's what you hear. They are just so beautiful. I remember Ross. Ross Belmanoy. He's the guitar player. He sat next to me in the room, and I was like, Ross, you just made the song sparkle, like looking at water and seeing the sparkles from the sun. And he kind of smiled and nodded. I'm like, oh my God, thank you. I didn't know. And then the guys were having so much fun. They said that this was a session they'll never forget too. It's like, oh, because I'm like, I hope they like me. I hope they like the songs. And by the end, I was like, I love you guys forever, just so you know. And now they're playing at the Falzer Club with me on Sunday night. I'm so excited. Yeah. And then I know. And then the drummer is Eric Johnson, and he is just so intuitive as a drummer. Beautiful. I mean, and then the bass player, Chico Hupp, just absolute talent, just gorgeous bass lines. Wait till you hear it. And then John Conahan on the piano, it's just gorgeous and beautiful. And I remember before we went into the studio, John and I were on the phone. I'm like, what is my sound? And he's like, Gina, you have a vibe, and everyone in the studio is gonna feel your vibe. I said, he said, because I know the vibe. He's like, I know the vibe is very important to you. I said, yes, it is. He's like, they're all gonna feel it.
I love hearing about the process because it's right, like you're sitting at the piano by yourself, you're working on something, and then talk about giving and receiving, right? When you then go into the studio with new people and it creates, it's more creation.
More creation. And again, it's giving and receiving. Yes, it makes you feel so alive. So alive. It was, and to tap in what you said, it also feels really healing. I remember the drummer said that. He's like, this feels healing. And that really touched me as a songwriter, that we all kind of felt this energy come from the songs. Or maybe it's just connecting. That it could be that too.
Yeah, now it's been so nice speaking with you, and I want to end with a snippet from one of your songs. And I just let me know which song you would like us to share, and maybe tell us a little bit about why you picked it.
Well, let's do Disappeared. And before I say that, I just wanted to also acknowledge my engineer and co-producer, Glenn Barrett at Morning Star Studios. He was so easy to work with. He set up all of us, and he just let us all be free. So he'd love to, Glenn. Okay, so back to the song. So I would pick Disappeared, and especially that bridge, What If I Am an Open Sky, because we're talking about that today. That song really captures what I've been learning about myself is, what if I let go of unworthiness or the fear, the limits I put on myself. It's all on myself, and it's a song that's just speaking to my higher self or my soul, whatever word you want to use. That's saying, no, you are here, you're ready, continue on, keep going, share yourself, be the biggest you can be while you're here. I love this song. I hope people connect to it.
I'm sure they will. Okay, we're going to take a pause and listen to a little bit of Disappear. And if you want to hear the full song, you need to come out to the Falzer Club on Sunday.
When things seem broken, the little things are too much of a burden. You say there is something that can be what I cannot see. I see it break in this bathroom, behind the door where all I hear is laughter. I see myself in the mirror. I'm trying. I can choose to shatter my story. Now is the moment you've been waiting for, when all you need is to walk through that door. You can't take unworthiness with you. You can't take
Thank you so much, Gina. This has been an incredible pleasure. I love that you threw me a question too, so I had to be a little pensive and thoughtful on this one. Um, can't wait to hear your show.
Thank you so much, Ashana. It's an honor to speak with you, and thank you for asking about my music. Fun to talk about. I can't wait for the show. I'm nervous, but I'm more excited. So excited.
Fantastic. It will be wonderful. This is Ashana Larson with Falzer Under 5 podcast, a microdose of music and purpose for the Falzer Club. Today I was with Gina Kaz. Her fabulous record release party will be at the Falzer Club this Sunday, April 21st at 7 p.m. We hope to see you there. Be well, be creative, make a difference.